What's shaking, soldiers? Coach Donna J here, live from Michigan. Normally, I am in Chapala, Jalisco, Mexico, but on the 8th, I had to come back to Michigan to take care of some personal matters, some banking matters, some family matters, and just getting some things in order so that I can live a little freer in Mexico. And I tell you, it's been stressful, especially with the things that I wasn't expecting. So far within the last week, we have had two new births in the family. Yay! Our clan is steady growing. So we had a little girl come into the world on the 17th of May. Her name is Madeline. We're going to call her Maddie for short, which will be in honor of my mother, who on the 17th of May 9 years ago passed on. So that was something that we were really celebrating. And then just this morning at 8:20, I have a grandnephew who came into the world. We're going to be calling him AJ for short. That little boy, he was almost 8 pounds. So those are some of the things that are going on with me here, and so I feel like I'm being pulled in all kind of directions, with family and trying to get them to understand that I'm here to take care of business, and I won't be visiting a lot of people. Now there are some people that I am visiting. One of the individuals I visited today, her name is Angie, and I did a little short earlier today and posted that. Angie is a fairly young woman who suffered a stroke about 4 years ago. And as a result, she is now living in a skilled nursing home. But she is one of my best fans. I mean, she's constantly watching the YouTube shows. She's constantly sharing with other individuals. I love her dearly. She's a beautiful person, a beautiful vocalist, and I'm just standing in agreement with her for her recovery. She's just a lovely spirit. So, Angie, I was so glad to be able to come and visit with you. That was one of the top things that was on my list. Excuse me, was to make it there to see her because she's so supportive of me when I'm abroad in Mexico. She has traveled to Mexico before and wants to come back desperately. So I'm praying and hoping that that is going to happen for her in the future. So keep watching, Angie. I'll keep bringing you as much as I can from Mexico, and I love you. I love you so much. So stress, you know, um, I still have this home here. I currently am renting it out to family members. I'm really in a position where I would really just like to turn it over to them or sell it to them or whatever needs to be done so that they can just take ownership of it and I can be relinquished of this. I call it a shackle. It's a beautiful home in a beautiful neighborhood, but I just don't want it anymore. I don't need it anymore. I have so many places that I can stay when I do visit the US, but my goal is to live in Mexico full time. I have a residency, 4 years residency, and in 4 years, in 27, that will flip over to permanent. And, that's where my heart is. So, trying to find out what it is I need to do regarding this house is like a big priority for me. So, I have called the bank. A little frustrating calling them because I had called to say I need to have an appointment to come in to talk to someone about my mortgage. And they wanted to know, well, do you want to pay it off? Or I said, no, I just need to talk to someone. I've got some questions and I need answers. And just the rigmarole that I had to go through just to get an appointment, and I still don't have an appointment. They've put me in a queue for the loan officer or somebody representing the bank will call me in 24 to 48 hours to schedule an appointment. I mean, why do we have to go through those hoops here in the US? I don't know, but that's like one of the stressful situations that I have right now. The other thing is that I need to go to Ohio. So after my dental appointment tomorrow, I do plan on getting on the road to go to Ohio to visit my daughter and make sure that things are in order there. So I live in Michigan. Ohio, where I need to travel, is 4 hours away. So, it's not a horrible big deal, but it's to me, it's stressful. I gotta get on the highway and drive. So, and I would rather just be back in Mexico, to tell you the truth. Honestly, I would just rather be back in Mexico, taking siestas, kicking my heels up, having a smoothie every now and then, and doing what we do in Mexico. Live a lot less stressful. I mean, this week I've already spent a grand in 1 week, just doing stuff here. Oh, y'all pray for me. You all pray for me. Please, I'm not playing. I need some praying folk to pray for me while I'm here. And the number one thing I want you to pray for is peace. Just peace. So that I can get the things done that I need to get done, and so that I can get back. I don't mean to be ranting, but I told you guys that I was going to try to keep in touch with you while I'm here. So this is just one of the things that I'm dealing with right now. Finally got my lawn mowed. Boy, I got back here and that grass was over 6 inches long. And I live in a neighborhood that is not tolerated. So I'm glad that the city hadn't already sent somebody out to cut, because if they had done that, that would have been about $300. So it's looking good now. I've got the yard tamed. I've got my little suite in the lower level. I have a walkout ranch, and so my niece has set me up beautifully down there. Like I said, this is I've given them full range of this house. Now we just need to get the financials in place. Let's see. I'm going to Ohio on Wednesday. So I have a new friend that, well, he's not a new friend. I've actually known him for about 5 years. But I do want to introduce him to you guys when I go and see him in in Ohio. So look forward to that. And I have a birthday celebration coming up next month. And I have big plans for that. I mean, that is one of the big events that is going to be taking place while I'm here in the US. And so I'm excited about that. I do have, see, the birthday thing is going to be happening. The house thing is happening, getting all of my financials in place so that I can be free of a lot of stuff here. I'm telling you, living in two places can be trying sometimes, especially when you're trying to leave one to go to the other. So those are some things that I need to look more into. Um, I love my life in Mexico, and to have to come back to the U.S. to deal with some things can be a real stressful thing. And I'm sure that you guys probably, those who are in the same boat that I'm in, you probably have experienced some of the same things. So what are you doing? How are you handling that? Do you have people in place to take care of things for you when you can't get here or get there to take care of it? There were many things that I tried to take care of here when I was in Mexico, and they said, no, we can't do that because we can't verify you, or we can't verify this. And so here I am here to take care of this stuff. I'll be here. It's going to be a total of probably 6 weeks that I'll be here. And in the meantime, I have things that are going on in Mexico that that are real close and near and dear to me, with one of my house sisters and their spouse. So, my heart is there with them. I mean, I'm not able to be there to be a listening ear and to offer services to sit in, or to just be by their side while they're going through what they're going through. So I'm torn. I feel like I'm torn between being here and being there. Come on, sweetie. I, my grand niece, who's been waiting for me to come back. Say hi, Sage. This is like one of my besties. We besties? Are we besties? Yeah, we are. Give me a high five. Besties. We are besties. She has missed me terribly. My sister, her grandmother, called me yesterday to tell me that because she went to visit her in Muskegon, and she called to tell me that I want to tell you about your granddaughter Sage. She wouldn't stay with her grandmother. She told her no. I have to go back to see TT Nana. So I love her. Mwah. I love you. This is my girl. Now, so this is one of my joys of being here in the US is that I get to visit my grandniece Sage. But other than that, I wish I was back in Mexico. I'll be there soon. Taking care of business here, as trying as it may be. And I just wanted to get on here live to talk to you guys, like, and have you pray for me because I'm going through. I'm going through. I have no idea what to call this session. I'm just calling it stressors of the U.S. Stress being in the U.S. How about that? But yeah, thank you for being here. I do have some exciting news. I have reached over 300 subscribers, so I'm really grateful for all of my subscribers that watch and support the channel. I'm going to be doing more specific things, especially when my significant other joins me in Mexico next month. So we'll be coming on together just to share some of the ins and outs of partners moving abroad together, and the change that occurs, the dynamics of the relationship, how that changes. So I hope you'll listen in on that. In the meantime, I just want you guys to be well, to live free, enjoy the upcoming holidays that will be coming up here in the US. I know it's going to be Memorial Day is one of them. I'll already be back by the time Juneteenth rolls around to Mexico. So I won't be getting involved with that, but not here in the US at least. So until next time, I want you guys to be well, live free, and prosper.
What you do on your pair?
Hmm?